Udallllly, 안녕, 잘 지내? 나는 예술가가달리그린다. I'm doing another YouTube video. I haven't done this in a while. 안녕 하세요. How am I? I'm doing all right. I got pencils. I've got colors here. So I haven't done this is my video 101. I've done 100 YouTube videos. So I figure I'll just do, another set. So this is going to be, this is for a famous Korean model. Her name is Udallllly. And this is for McQueen model Udallllly. And I'm doing this whole thing on a 6x9 page. This is my guide. These are her lips. Most of the time, Udallllly doesn't smile a large smile, but I was able to get a couple of perspectives. Udallly's hair is parted to her left. When you see the funny thing about Instagram, because she's sort of an Instagram star, is that Udallly's hair, when you take a picture of yourself and put it on Instagram, it's mirrored. So most people understand. So it's difficult to get exactly. So with this, I have to flip it over and see the image in the back, hold it up to a light. But the hair is about right. It just has to be parted on the other side. And these are the patterns at the bottom. And I have another finished piece of Udallllly, but I'm going to show that one when I finish this one. So actually I have another piece of Udallllly, but I'll show that one later. I'm just going to take a few minutes and start. I'm going to do the breasts and the arms of Udallllly. And she's someone I think about a lot. Valentine's Day is coming. I don't have a Valentine. I don't have anybody of concern. So I figured that this is the best thing to do. What I'm applying is what is this, from Staples? If I can find it. Yeah, this is the Staples crayon. I could do this on a computer. I don't fucking feel like it because I'm too tired to really do it that way, to really try to figure out textures and such. The yellow doesn't have to have a lot of pressure. It just has to, just be the layer underneath. And I also have to kind of apply certain hues of pink to make that work. So you can barely see it, but there's some light yellow in there. And I'm using another drawing I used as reference, but I'm going to do that for certain parts of her. I'm going to use Rose. We're going to try to get this one as best as possible. I think her hands have a little more pink, but I'm going to try to see where I would probably draw the rose. And it's got to be a little subtle so that when I apply the beige, peach colors, these will be the peach colors. So here we have a light peach, and here's a lighter one. Here's a lighter color. Some of these I get out of the community college. Just got to remember where I put everything right now. I think I had a lighter pink for some strange reason. I can't find it right now. I'm not going to worry about it because it's not that much pressure on it. As I'm looking at a reference. It's not even an actual photograph. It's something that I used. But in a way, I kind of got tired of. Let me see something else. I have another drawing of Udallllly down here that I can use. This shows her whole body type. See the building in the background. This is after an actual photograph So I have to look at the proportions again and make sure it's right. Make sure we know where the pinks are and the yellows are. I think we're just going to have to kind of, I'm going to keep it simple. Sometimes you have blue light, but if I'm going to use like a studio light approach, maybe it'd be best not to use any other kind of lighting. I'm just staring and seeing what I need to do here. I got my neighbors riding around on motorcycles out there. I don't ride bikes. I don't even drive cars much anymore. So this is a layer of beige, or as I call it, what do we call it? I sharpened it to the point where I can't read the fucking color. So it's a light peach. But I wanted to show you how far I've gotten. And I'm thinking, when is the 14th? We're on the 31st, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the 7th is a Wednesday. So I think what we'll do is we'll make this a trilogy, okay? I will do 2 more YouTube videos of doing the colors and everything, and I'll show you how far I've gotten. Okay. Just looking at everything I'm doing. She does have nice curves and everything. I think that's important. This is sort of a general shading. It's not really based on any reality, but you have to assume that most of her skin color is going to have to be a beige color. She's not, you know, a vampire or anything like that. So far you can kind of see a little bit, just a little bit. I mean, I got her face really right. I mean, it's really nice. And I wanted her to have that kind of young schoolgirl look. But there was a character I created back in 2000 called Little Miss Valentine. And she wasn't based on anything. But when I showed it to other people, they said that she was like had an anime Japanese girl, Asian girl look. And when I see Udallly, I see that person. I don't know if she really is that kind of person. I do believe she is dating someone, just on a theory, but I don't know. It's tough. With American women, I find them to be utterly fucking useless and ungrateful, and it's tough. It's tough to deal with it. Okay, I'm going to put a layer, just a small layer of beige. Yeah, we're going to make this a trilogy because it's painful to make people watch me draw anyway. And I think it'd be better to not have to. Let me see. Let me try. I'm going to do the sort of the collarbone a little bit more. We're going to add some definite lines, some definite shapes. I'm going to add a slight cleavage line here because we're just going to pretend she's wearing a slight push-up bra. I believe she might have a B cup. I don't, you know, Korean girls don't have. I'll tell you what, Korean girls have the nicest curves and everything, but they don't, obviously like most Asian women, they don't have like huge breasts unless they buy them from the silicone store in Hollywood. They wouldn't do that. So we have, let's see, what are we going to use? We will use this sort of light brown as our base. Now, most artists in America, they want to show off how realistic everything has to be. And I think that's fine. I don't have a problem with it. And I used to think that way all the time, but I said, you know, it's better when you discover your own reality and apply, you know, the typical artist logic to it until something becomes your own style. You know, it's just like when Bruce Lee had his own style of fighting that worked in movies. Part of it was for kind of winking at the camera, and other parts he really enjoyed doing in his discipline because he liked showing off a little bit and he liked working out. Because you know you're part actor, you gotta do a little bit of cool stuff, and maybe I'm trying to put a little more. I'm trying to think. See, it's going to be a slightly tuned version, you see, but it's trying to make this work, you know. It's the tone. I'm only going to be able to do this for like, just like when I did the Bailing ones, I'm only going to do this for like 15 minutes here. And I will, of course, be doing like some stuff in between. And then I'll work on this for another 15 minutes outside of YouTube and then call it quits. This will be done by Valentine's Day. If I'm like 95% done, I'll save the rest for like the 14th. Okay. So I have about 3 minutes left. I'm going to start adding some, we're going to use this color, whatever this color is. Whatever this thing is, right? Let me see. Yeah, I find, I mean, like, I'm going to tell you, Korean women have the best curves, I think. It's kind of strange because, like, you know, you think, you look at anime dolls and anime, like, action figures of hot girls that are supposed to be Japanese girls, but you see most Japanese women, they don't look like that, but Korean girls do look like that. You just take a look at some Korean models, and you'll probably get the idea. Hello to my 2 subscribers that I actually have on here. It's a strange world. And, you know, you cannot determine who's going to be famous on YouTube just because of a reputation, you know. Like Andre, the Black Nerd, he gets like all these different celebrities to support him, but he has less subscribers than, say, Boogie, 2988. And, you know, like, there are stunt people. I do this on Twitter, by the way. I thank stunt people for all their hard work every day and I'm going to be doing that until December 31st, 2018, because obviously I can't keep up with that, and it's going to be too much work for a time. But I wanted to thank the stunt people. One of them was Kyle Rowling was the first one I decided to thank, because he really, I thought about him in Star Wars. So for now, this is what I have. This needs a little more detail here, a little more brown. And depending on how much dark I need, I may need to add this color brown and add it here. But I think it's going to look good. This is going to be a lavender color. This is going to be red. This is going to be black skirt, fishnet stockings. It'll make her skin darker, and black leather boots. And this will be sort of a toothpaste green background. It's based on an old, I think it was, trying to think of the name of that mint company with a girl in a devil dress. But anyway, thank you so much, and see you soon.